Okay. Meghan's ex-husband Trevor is being harassed by British media. What is this about, Brian?
It is sad, but this has been a recurring theme for quite a long time now.
Okay.
You know, I feel like UK media want to use anybody that they can use to try and mess up Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Mm.
And I believe that Trevor, Meghan's ex-husband, is someone who even UK media have offered a lot of money to lie about Meghan. But thankfully, I want to be very, very clear about him. He has never ever said one negative word about
Meghan.
Meghan,
Okay.
not even once.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was offered millions. I'm sure even he was told, "We'll give you a blank check, write what you want." But he said no. He never took any money to disparage Meghan. He has remained quiet, saying nothing, saying completely nothing. And I'm sure he was offered a fortune to lie about Meghan, and he gave them nothing. He's given UK media nothing. So because he's given them nothing, they have to invent stories about what he said. So they're using someone called Bethany Frankel, someone who has no access to Meghan, someone who clearly is bitter that Meghan, a woman of color, fell in love with Prince Harry. Yeah. They're using her to claim that, oh, you know what, this guy told Trevor told Bethany something about Prince Harry and Meghan. Yeah. And Bethany claims that she asked Trevor if Meghan would close the relationship. Okay. And that she was told by Trevor, oh, she'll close. That's the so-called smoking gun that UK media have on Meghan from someone called, from a third person, not from Trevor, from a third person, a third person who is not known for being truthful, someone who is known for being a liar. Because Bethany Frankel is someone who is known for being a liar. She lies completely. She lies so much. In the Bible, it is basically written that the devil is a liar. And you can see that even Bethany Frankel is in that same bracket. She's a liar. She lies so much. And she's like Camille Domain is a liar who lies a lot about Prince Harry and Meghan because she has no access to Harry and Meghan. So they have to invent things to claim that, oh, you're told this and that by Trevor. Trevor has never said one negative word about Meghan. And I am sure he was offered a blank check.
That is very true.
To lie about Meghan, but he didn't take the money. He didn't take the money. And that says a lot about who he is. Clearly, he's a good guy.
Sure.
He's a good guy. And that things just didn't work out, between him and Meghan. And that's life. That's life.
It's normal.
Sometimes, things don't work out and you move on with your life.
Yeah.
He moved on, Meghan moved on, but UK media want to destroy Meghan's marriage. They haven't moved on.
So it's worth noting that people have been offered money to lie about Meghan. Can you elaborate on that?
As I've said, basically, that indeed people like Trevor, for example, have been offered money, a blank check even, to say something negative about Meghan, anything, and he has said just to tarnish Meghan's name because. For a long time, from the moment that we found out that Harry and Meghan are dating, there have been never-ending efforts by the farm and UK media to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage. Thankfully, the farm and UK media haven't succeeded, but it doesn't mean that they're not trying. They're trying every single day. They're trying every single day for 10 long years. They keep trying to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage. Meghan, when she was in Australia, spoke about how every single day for 10 years has been trolled. Because they've tried to remove her from Harry's life by, through abuse. But despite that, Meghan has stood by Harry's side for goodness, in sickness and in health, in good times, bad times. Like a good wife, should always be by her husband's side. And thankfully, Meghan is someone who has a good man by her side, who loves her and who supports her. But I don't think that even she'll continue, she didn't have a good person by her side. But she has someone who's good, a good man who prioritizes, who has stood by her side, someone who's by her side, someone who loves her, someone who cares about her. She has that in her life, and I feel like when you have that in your life, that is special. You protect it, and Meghan is someone who's protecting what she has. And there are those who don't like seeing that Prince Harry and Meghan prioritize each other, their marriage, relationship together. They have put each other first, and there are those who just cannot be able to stand it. And put like someone Rex, for example, even someone else was offered $70,000 to lie that he had slept with Meghan. Just imagine, $70,000 to lie. You know, $70,000, and thankfully, he told us what happened. You know, he didn't take the money. It's so nice to know that people who are good out there who refuse to take this money to destroy someone's life. Like what CHEQUE Media, you know, have done. And I feel like these examples show you that, first of all, Meghan is a good person because look at how they're looking for that on her. Looking for anything, even paying people to lie about Meghan, and they still can't get anything. Do you see? You see? You know, the best that they can come up with about Meghan is, oh, she sent emails at 5 in the morning. That's the best that they can come up with, because Meghan is a good person. She has an impeccable, you know, record, a wonderful career before she got married, a self-made millionaire. So when they keep on looking for anything negative about Meghan, thankfully they can't find it. They can't find anything.
So the British media are still very angry about Harry and Meghan's marriage. Why do they keep on destroying, you know, what Meghan and Harry are sharing?
Well, they are trying to destroy Harry and Meghan's union because they still can't accept that Prince Harry fell in love with a person of color. With Meghan being a woman of color, they can't accept that, you know, Prince Harry fell in love with her, they have kids together, and every single day they try to destroy it because, first of all, also they can't stand seeing Prince Harry happy. This pair always supposed to be happy, supposed to be miserable, deeply unhappy. So seeing him happy in Montecito with, you know, his wife, with his children, is upsetting to many in the UK media. I also feel like that there's envy in this, whereby there are those who are full of envy because Meghan, you know, a woman of color, fell in love with a prince. You know, and they've shown it. People like, for example, you know, Kinsey's Coffee, for example, who photoshopped Meghan's own face out of Meghan's own, you know, engagement photos because she was jealous at seeing Meghan, you know, getting a prince. Even there was a Bethany Frankel. Oh, do you think Harry will close? Do you think Meghan will close and get Prince Harry? Like it's a kind of deal. It's not a deal, basically. It's someone who just fell in love. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop this nonsense. And it's okay for two people to come together and fall in love and choose each other. So basically, you know, that's why they're upset, because Harry fell in love with a person of color, and they're so bitter because time and time again, Prince Harry will always choose Meghan.
Every day.
In the morning, afternoon, every single day, twice on Saturdays, always choose Meghan. And that's why they're so bitter and very, very upset. Thank you so much, Grace.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Grace. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support our ever-growing community on YouTube. And thank you to all of those who are subscribing and supporting the channel. Thank you, and of course, goodbye. And see you on the next video. Bye.